Happy Monday. I just thought I would share something with you guys that happened between Friday and I guess today. Without going into too much detail. We all have these situations in life where our intuition is telling us that we need to stop, that we need to back off, that's enough, that I'm looking for the remote to turn down We all have these situations, but a lot of us feel obligated for some reason, especially moms. We feel obligated, we should all over ourselves, whatever. But even when it comes to work, or for me, it's always like, I should be able to handle this. What's wrong with me? I can do this. I used to do it, and I used to do it with flying colors, and I was fine. I wasn't even tired. Well, that's not the case anymore. I'm older now, number one. Life has changed. It's different. So I had a situation where I had to make a major change. I had to stop doing something. But it was at the cost of really upsetting someone else, upsetting another mom, another family. What would they think of me? I had all these what ifs in my head. And then I was in the shower towards the end of last week. I was taking a shower and I was thinking, I don't know about y'all, but when I'm in the shower, I tend to, it's either I think stuff, like I can think well in the shower, or it's like, oh, I'm in the shower and I don't think at all. I'm enjoying the quiet and the steam and the hot water. This particular time, I was thinking, and I was going over the situation in my head and just, what will they think of me? I should be able to handle this. What is wrong with me? Why is this not working? Why is this not going the way I want it to? And then it hit me. It doesn't matter what anyone else thinks. And the whole, why can't I handle this? I should be able to do it. Who says? Who says that I should be able to do that? Who says that any of us should have to do this or do that? Or who makes those rules? Who decides all that? Well, I do. You do. We do. We do in our own our own personal way. Now, granted that there are times that there is things that we have to do. There is things like going to the grocery store. I really hate going to the grocery store, but we have to do it. There's things like changing poopy diapers. I hate it. I don't like changing poopy diapers, but we have to do it. Or giving the dog a bath. I don't enjoy it, but we have to do it. Because if not, she'll stink. But then there are times where we think that we should have to do something, but we don't have to. And I had to make a decision that I'm going to let something go that is good for me, that will help me, that will make my life easier. Oh, you're welcome. So, Friday morning came and I bit the bullet and I absolutely did what I didn't want to do in a way, but that I knew that I needed to do. And it was hard. It was so hard. After I did it and communicated it the whole day, Friday, I was in knots. Every bit of me, like my fingers, like everything, my head, my stomach, I was just in knots all day I feel so guilty I'm doing this. I feel so guilty. Maybe this will get better. Maybe this will change. Maybe this will stop. I needed to stop. I started going to a new therapist on Friday who I really like. And I was actually telling him what the situation was and what had happened. And he just looked at me and smiled and he's like, You already have all the answers. You already know. The reason, because I have that intuition and we don't listen to it enough. Why don't we listen to our intuition? I already knew that the situation needed to stop. I didn't need to give it more time. There was nothing else. I already knew that it didn't work. I could have given it another month, and I already knew at this moment in time that it didn't work. And yes, I still kind of feel guilty about it, but I did what was right for me and what is right for my child and for my family, but most importantly, for my sanity. Because in some way, I have to get back to the point of really loving myself. I keep looking at the baby monitor. Of really loving myself, of really appreciating myself, and realizing that I have enough self-worth that it is absolutely, without a doubt, okay to say no. So I did. I said no. And this morning, a couple repercussions of that kind of hit. And at first I was like, oh, they just think I am a nut. They have to think I'm a basket case. They have to think. But again, who cares? I did the right thing for me. It doesn't make me weak. It doesn't make me less of a person. It doesn't make me careless. It doesn't make me any of those things. In this situation, it was a little bit bigger. This wasn't something just simple and little, as simple as saying like, no, I don't want to hang out Friday night. This was something just a little bit bigger. It really did affect other people. And that was what was so difficult for me. But there is also times where I need to learn to say no. And I need to learn to not only say no, but to be okay with saying no. There's nothing wrong with being okay to saying no. Absolutely nothing wrong with it. Because if saying no in that moment is the right thing for me, that's it. Period. Done. There needs to be nothing. There's no other discussion. I need to stop it in my head. I need to remember, okay, stop. This is silly. Why am I overthinking this? But if you're like me, you overthink everything. But I just wanted to share that, and maybe this didn't make any sense. This time change has totally thrown me off. But I just wanted to share that I had to do something hard in a way. But after I did it, I could breathe. And I think we need to look for those things. I think we need to look for those things where we can let out that breath of air and breathe. We don't owe anyone else an explanation. We need to take the moment and love ourselves enough. And it is as simple as that. So tomorrow is our first meeting, and for the first time, we're going to meet here at my house. We will be moving to a facility has been offered to us, but I really encourage y'all to come. There's strength in numbers. And I know that this is hard and can be scary, and when you start opening your mouth and talking about anxiety and depression and whatever else, it can be intimidating. There's such a taboo to it. It can be so many different things. But in this space, in my home, there is no judgment. It is okay to talk about it. It is okay to cry about it. It is okay to sit and to listen if you don't want to talk. But make the effort. Because just by you showing up, even not saying anything, but you showing up, that can give someone else strength. You may not even know that. But I am telling you, for me personally, it gives me strength to know that I'm not alone. Just give it a try. Give it a thought. You can always try something once, and if you don't like it, don't do it again. But this is a safe place. So please think about it. I have some awesome things in the future that I'd really like to do. I'd really like to build a community of friendship, because that's what we all need, especially as women, especially as moms. We all need that. So let's try to do that together. If anybody has any questions, any concerns, anything, let me know. And I will be there to help you and assist you and answer questions in absolutely any way I can. I hope you guys have a great Monday. I'm hoping I get to take a nap later, but I don't know if that's going to happen. Bye, everybody.